I'm Ricky from American Golf. Just want to take a little moment to talk to you about ball position today, something that's really important. The best way I can describe it is it changes depending on which club you're going to use. It never moves any further forward than the inside of the front foot, and it never really moves any further back than the middle of the stance, depending on what shot you're playing. You can see down here, I've got 4 different clubs. I've got a driver, a 5-wood, a 7-iron, and a 50-degree wedge. If I take my stance, with a white line here showing the centre of my stance, you can see the pitching wedge or the 50-degree wedge is right in the centre between my heels. The 7-iron is about 1/3 of the way into my stance, so 1/3 in and then 2/3 to the right. The 5-wood is kind of on my sort of inside of my left heel, and my driver is on the inside of my left instep. This helps me to create the right angle of attack and get the ball away successfully every single time. Get the right contact on it, which is in turn going to make the ball go the right distance. A poor contact generally leads to the ball not travelling the distance that we expect or hope it to travel. So pay attention to your ball position and you'll definitely get better shots. So here I am with the driver, longest club in the bag. We're trying to create a sort of upward strike on the shot with this one here, so the ball's going to be placed furthest forward in my stance. So when I take my setup here, I've got a shaft on the ground just to give you an idea of where the ball is placed in relation to my foot or my feet. So you can see when I take my stance here, the shaft is going to be just on the inside of my left instep there, so the ball's just sitting completely opposite that. The next club, the 5-wood, the club's getting a wee bit shorter, so the ball's just going to be creeping back in my stance. So it's now going to be just on the inside of my left instep, just like so. And again, the club continues to get shorter. 7-iron this time. It's moving back sort of to 1/3 and a 2/3 between my heels, you can see there, favouring the front side for the 7-iron. And then lastly, 50-degree wedge. The ball is going to move right back into the centre of my stance, just like so. This can vary depending on what shot you're actually hitting, but for a good sort of rough guide, that's the best way to look at it.
So yeah, we're one-handed for this, and setup-wise, setup is absolutely critical when it comes to bunkers. I see